Zaheer is extremely ruthless, but also he has a good motive, and I feel he's doing a good job. I don't know how anyone else feels, but to be honest with you, his character is the best villain slash I don't know extremist slash hero that I've ever seen, and it's extremely great. I mean, we got to see Zuko at the end of the episode, which was amazing. I really want to see more of him. But apart from that, Zaheer really took this episode for himself. The way he took out the Earth Queen was amazing. I actually applauded that scene. I really liked. He just airbended the oxygen out of her lungs and made her suffocate. She deserves it because she's a money hungry. She's greedy. The only thing she cares about is herself and her looks. She doesn't give a crap about the rest of the Earth Kingdom except for the higher class. But actually, apart from that, I don't really think she cares about the higher class, to be honest with you. I mean, this is the first time we've seen the Earth Kingdom wall, inner wall, fall. The last time we saw the Earth Kingdom wall even get penetrated was back in The Legend of Aang, when Azula had her drill penetrate the outer wall. That was the outer wall we saw fell. But in the inner wall, we've never seen fall before, and that was great. But to be honest with you, the Earth Kingdom, we've never seen it in chaos, and that is basically what we got. The Earth Kingdom is finally in chaos, rioting everywhere, because I don't even think they're rioting. To be honest with you, I think they're happy the bitch is gone. You know? The Earth King, back in The Legend of Aang, he was kind and gentle. But he didn't really know how to control his kingdom. He was being manipulated and everything. But the Earth Queen, she has manipulated herself. She manipulates other people. And the fact that the Dai Li couldn't protect her that much was amazing, because back then, the Dai Li were much stronger than they are now. Or in fact, that they're going against Zaheer and the rest of the Red Lotus. I mean, the way P. Lee, or is it Pai Lee? I mean, P. Lee, the woman, the eye. The way she just took out two on her own. I mean, she is extremely strong. This season as a whole, season 3, we're finally getting the backstory of some of the characters. We got a bit of Toph, and I think that's it. To be honest with you, I really want to see the rest of Zuko's history. What happened to him and his wife? How many children did they have? I think we only saw one. Did he find his mother? What happened to Azula? Did the former Earthkin die? Did he, mourn his father's death? No one knows. I mean, it's a bit strange that we're not getting to see a lot of these characters' histories. I mean, Sokka's history I really want to see. Katara's there. She's still alive. And she needs to tell us some history. I hope that happens in season 4, where we find out how Sokka died, how did Toph die, actually Toph is still alive apparently. She's traveling. She hasn't come to visit yet, because she's still a bit young. She's younger than Sokka and everything. We want to know what happened to Sokka's history, because not that much is said about him. He was a master swordsman and everything, and I really want to see his history. I understand we're concentrating on the Red Lotus and their attempt to get rid of all governments, like leadership for the other kingdoms, which is kind of a good thing, but you need to understand, if you get rid of governments, the world might fall into chaos. Although they create chaos in the first place. But I like the Red Lotus's intentions, but I also hate them. But this season as a whole, the entire Legend of Korra, story as a whole, hasn't been advertised properly. That's why people aren't watching it. It's a very interesting... Korra is a very interesting avatar, because she is living in an era in which technology is growing. Aang was living in an era of, sticks and stones, And Aang's storyline wasn't like Korra's. Aang's storyline was one huge storyline. He was dealing with the loss of the Airbenders due to the Fire Nation trying to take over the entire world and become one whole nation. With Korra's era, all the nations are together, but there's corruption. Aang was dealing with corruption and war. Korra's just dealing with corruption. That's all she's dealing with because she's in an era of a slight peace. You have pirates, you have smugglers. I mean, you have that in The Legend of Aang, but this is more ruthless. You know, the technology, people don't even need to bend, you know? I mean, if you look at the airships, you got the airships, you got the cars, you got better sea ships, you know, better warships on sea. Everything is improving. We've only got to see one dragon, and that belongs to Zuko. We haven't even seen, how did he get that dragon? Is that the same dragon from when he learned better firebending from the was it the golden sun that taught him the firebending? Like, come from the heart and not anger. But is that the same dragon that taught him that? Or is it a different dragon? We don't know. We really want to see the history for Sokka, for Toph, for Katara, and Zuko. We really want to see that in season 4. If we don't, it's going to be kind of upsetting because, you know, a lot of people really love these characters. They are the characters we grew up with over the years, and we really want to see them. But as a whole, episode 10 of season 3 of The Legend of Korra, Zaheer is really going in, and I love it. I'm glad we got to see Zuko at the end of this episode. Cannot wait to see more of him. And, you know, it's going great, guys. But anyways, my name is Darren. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.